said, more people will watch it than LIV at the moment.
And until Anthony Kim.
Isn't
he playing quite well?
So this is
rumoured.
So the thing is, like,
playing. He's played one.
Like he's going to be playing in the LIV event in Jeddah this week, and it kind of goes to show just like how unbelievably messed up professional golf is at the moment. When the biggest talking point is a golfer from 15 years ago, like who has like a semi-mythical status within the game, is coming back and playing on a rival tour. And everyone's kind of excited about it. This might be the only thing that actually recently would get me watching an event.
Yeah, I was going to say,
okay.
Kim is cool. Like Anthony Kim is cool to come back to golf. Like he was so good back in the day.
Was cool.
Yeah.
Was cool.
But like he might be, like, he shot 59 apparently in his practice round.
Yeah, I shot 59 once as well.
Did you?
Yeah,
Front
I played
nine?
on my own.
What, front nine?
Filled in my own scorecard.
Yeah, and the back nine started.
Yeah, then the back.
Started 45 on the par.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that he shot 59. I was seeing like things like, oh, when he's playing money matches, he's always taking cash off people and stuff. It's just like, what do you buy into? Like, he's obviously good.
I heard he actually arrived in Jeddah by parting the Red Sea and walking on land.
God's sake.
And the dolphins behind him played trumpets.
But you are right in saying he has a sort of mythical essence to him now, because like you don't see anything of it. Like an Anthony Kim sighting it feels like a bit of a Yeti or Bigfoot kind of.
So I think because he left so suddenly, and also everyone knows this. Like this is a common occurrence throughout sports. Like the longer a player sits on the bench, the better they become.
Oh yeah.
So like Anthony Kim was such a good player, then he stopped. It's almost like when he comes back, you're just expecting these incredible things to start happening. When in fact it really might not happen at all. So,
like Micah Richards wasn't actually that great at football, but he wasn't.
Whoa, listen.
His lineup is good though. He's got a good trim.
He's got great trim.
On Football Manager, he was Football Manager 2000. He was unreal.
If you are at all Football Manager inclined, you probably want to go and find Jacob and DM him on Instagram or something, because Jacob is obsessed with Football Manager.
If you want a wonder kid, I'll let you know.
Jacob knows the ins and outs of who to buy and when to buy them.
I was thinking the other day, I don't think they'd be able to do that with golf. It's not really kind of a, unless they did it for LIV, get a LIV game, and then you could be the manager of a team.
They're doing it for the Quest miniseries.
It's not quite the same.
I'm going to pile in on Ryan O'Neill this week.
Well, they've got F1 Manager, they've got Football Manager, they've got Cricket Manager.
Golf Manager.
Don't know if you can. You'd just be looking after one bloke.
It'd have to be teams, wouldn't it?
Unless it was you. But
here we go. Hold on, Cogs.
So they've got Cricket Manager.
Yeah.
So I thought he was going to say something really constructive.
I've actually never played it. I can't back it because I've never played it, so I don't know how good it is. But
apparently the F1's very good.
But that one, obviously, that makes sense because that role is like so crucial in Formula One.
Yeah.
Cricket Manager is like, as you'd imagine, it's kind of like you're the coach / CEO, I don't know, but you own like the team, whoever you want, Sussex, Middlesex, and then you as you do with Football Manager, at least you kind of see the game play out with the engine. Yeah. Like with Cricket Manager, I'm fairly sure that like the most common way to play it is you just have the scoreboard and you press play and you just see the balls and the runs tick over, and then someone might get out and it drops down to the next person, and then
so random.
Yeah, so I played
Championship. What people do now, eh?
I played Championship Manager back in the day,
and
I remember having a floppy disk of it. That's how old I
am. Anyone under the age of 18, 20 maybe?
Floppy disks definitely had their moment in time.
Oh, they were
unbelievable.
unbelievable.
Were you floppy disks?
I've never heard of floppy.
Okay.
Anyone
under the age of 24 does not know.
So I remember having a floppy disk of it, and for the second, I think there were actually only maybe only 10 seasons, and for the second half of the game you have to put the other disc in.
What is a floppy disk?
It's like a little square disc that holds probably about 500 megabytes of data.
Picture an SD card, but massive.
But the size of a piece of toast.
Put in a Game Boy.
No.
No,
Oh.
no, that's a cartridge of like it. No, they're like that big.
Yeah.
Huge.
This is amazing. This.
And you stick it in, just think an SD card, but on a much
I
bigger
honestly-
scale.
I
and it's got a
don't know.
little silver bit at
Can
the
you show
top.
me? Can you show me? I've never.
It's got a little
actually seen
silver bit at the top, which is very satisfying to pull back and see it pop back across.
it. I'm sure I probably have seen it.
I
but-
think you
definitely
would
see it.
Because I'm
recognise
only,
it.
only 2 years
Right,
younger
so
than
that's
you,
one-
so-
yeah,
While they're doing that, in the comments below, I want to know the thing from your era
he
that
doesn't.
people after you won't remember.
He doesn't look like he knows it.
I don't think I
The,
do.
the
I
thing
honestly
from
don't
your
think I
era that
do.
people after you won't remember, stick it in the comments.
I mean, Kieran grew up in the country. Like, if we showed him like a 1960s Lamborghini tractor, he'd been, you recognise that one?
Yeah,
D200, bloody lovely
Oh my god!
Did you have
A lot of
dial-up
accents on this
internet?
episode.
Could be of internet.
Did you have dial-up internet?
There was one place that had internet in his village.
The library.
You could go there and go on to web.
We were outside of that.
Okay,
so,
floppy disk.
yeah.
Anyway, Championship Manager. Championship
Anyway.
Manager. And it
And
didn't,
Cricket Manager.
it was so old, it didn't have, like, it literally, the thing would, I would play as Arsenal, so you're playing
It
against
was-
Tottenham. It was red if Arsenal
Yeah.
if we're playing well, and it would go white if Tottenham
Didn't
were
it-
playing well. And
didn't
then
it
at the
have,
end, it
like-
just showed you the score.
Didn't it have like? Did it not do like commentary things though? Like Arsenal shoot goal.
Oh,
And
kind
then-
of, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Back
it was
in the
awful.
day,
Terrible.
glorious. And I would have Anthony Kim on my LIV team if we did.
If we did Golf Manager.
LIV Golf Manager. God,
He's been
imagine.
raking it in. They must have given him so much cash to
Well,
come back.
I'm pretty sure I'm saying that Anthony Kim is on a sponsor's invite. It's not. It's like he's on a. Is he
Like
not
a
on a
wild
team
card or something?
I don't really know.
Yeah. How?
the-
Yeah. Who gets kicked off to?
Yeah.
Is he on his own?
Yeah.
He's his own team.
Peter Uline turns up and like just his key fob's not working. Like,
Hey guys, this is him looking through the window.
everyone's like looking away, like trying to avoid his eye.
Is that Anthony Kim getting a load of backpats in there?
Is he wearing my team uniform?
It's like doesn't really fit him. He's like, it'll do.
It's a clique.
He's playing on torque.
Yeah, Richard Bland's like he can't get out of his room.
Just locked him in.
Locked him in like Blandy's like trying to escape, trying to jump over the balcony.
Lord.
Oh, he's tying all his
You
bed
wouldn't,
sheets
you
together.
wouldn't put it past them. I wouldn't be surprised if that happened.
Just to make it up as they go along. But I am genuinely interested to see what it's like when he does come back and like what his game's on, because he's been away for so long now. So.
Is it too much to state that maybe this return is a little bit more exciting or anticipated than Tiger's return? Or is that a bit too far?
Tiger's most recent return.
No, as in like when he first came back.
Oh,
Depends how it goes.
yeah. I think Anthony Kim is a bit of he's an enigma. He's like a one-off. Like
That's my kind of the thought of that. This is a guy that we didn't really get enough of the first time round. As you stated, if someone sits on the bench a little bit too long, and then in your mind this picture of this guy is created, that maybe he was a bit better or a bit worse than he was.
I think Tiger's Tiger. Like,
Yeah,
Tiger's
yeah.
still the needle mover. He always will be until he just decides to stop playing. But I think Anthony Kim is an interesting one because he's so well remembered for the type of golfer he was,
Yeah.
and then the way he left, and the fact that no one really knows what he's done in the past. Like
It's a
10,
different
15
type
years.
of return, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%.
it's-
Yeah.
But if you got into golf like in the last 5 years, you probably wouldn't know who he is. So
Yeah.
it's
No,
like,
no
so,
idea.
but you
I
know
had
who,
no idea.
but you know who
You
Tiger
had to
Woods
explain
is,
to me
so-
who he was.
Yeah, so
I went back and watched a little bit.
he's
Very good.
He was mega.
He golfed
He
it.
was mega.
Yeah. So for many golfers, I think it's exciting, and yeah, I'd like to see how he goes on. Again, Liv just making if it is going to be a signing, they're making a move to get somebody interesting.
Yeah.